game, so that was exciting. It was a good game. Inter Miami's good. Inter Miami's good. That's all
They're
I'm going
very
to
good.
say. Even without Messi, they were good yesterday. Even the game they lost to Montreal, it was 3-2, and now they were down most of the game, but still good. Good
I,
team.
I love how you get it. I love how you do headlines, in a indirect way.
What are you talking about?
Talked about not winning 5 in a row
You
like
got you got
NC
to
State,
you got to work that in.
and then you talked about Inter Miami's great 3-1 victory over DC United yesterday in a game like you said Messi didn't play.
I'll do this.
But
It was tough times for the state of North Carolina. The Hurricanes baseball team, they won 2-1 yesterday. They run ruled North Carolina on Friday.
you know when
Carolina Panthers, though.
you know when it wasn't a hard time for the Carolina
Panthers.
Thursday
When they got
when
the
the
Panthers.
Hurricanes
The
beat the
Hurricanes beat
Panthers,
the Panthers, yeah.
and then you know what happened yesterday at in Sunrise?
Mm-mm.
A team that got their ass kicked 9-2 got revenge. Dude, it was 4-0 in the second period. They for 5 periods, they were outscored 8-0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Nothing to worry about, but maybe a little cause of concern.
Once again, you don't want that President's Trophy anyway, so you're okay. You're good. You're okay.
So that's what we're doing now. So when we win, we're the best team, and then when we lose, we don't want the President's Cup.
Yeah, of course. That's
Oh,
what we
okay,
do.
okay. I just want to know. Give me the memo.
You gotta look at that, man. You gotta be happy about that. That's good. Yes, of course. Yeah, yeah. I mean, we were getting it handed to us by Dallas for a while too the other day, but then decided to score a bunch of goals in the last 4 minutes. We're good.
Not been the best week of hockey by the
No,
Panthers.
no, it's not. No sugarcoating that. No sugarcoating that. But onward and upward. Miami Dolphins, they re-signed Braxton Berrios. Does that get you excited?
No.
I'm seeing all these articles like, ooh, what? Seriously, I'm going to look at this one article I was telling you. Miami Herald. Dolphins re-signed Braxton Berrios. He joins Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Eric Izukama as veteran wide receivers. As much as I like Eazy-E, I think he looks great in the preseason. He doesn't play. He doesn't even dress. How is that like a big time? Is that a big offseason move right there? Braxton Berrios?
I mean, it was supposed to be a big offseason move last year. And yeah. Did he do anything crazy for your special teams? Was your special teams one of the better special teams in the NFL?
No, I never got excited about him returning kicks.
Yeah, I think the best thing about the special teams, we were shocked that Jason Sanders hit some field goals. I think that was the only thing I can remember from the special
Jason
teams.
Sanders is good.
And then the coach get fired? Wasn't that the body that the streets wanted?
That was the body the streets wanted.
No, well, that wasn't the body the streets wanted. That was the body that the Dolphins
The streets got?
gave to the streets. But yeah. No, it doesn't do anything for me, bro.
I don't think anybody's that excited.
No, I mean, I guess you like the fact that the local kid, the Canes kid, is still back with you, but I don't know how to look at this Dolphins season right now because of the fact that they were, obviously the money situation. They were in financial stress that they weren't able to get some of the bigger names. I think maybe some people in the fan base would have wanted, but June 1st comes around, and when June 1st comes around, there's going to be a lot of money going back to the Dolphins from the Xavier Howard release. So we'll see. We shall see. But no, Braxton Berrios, good signing, but doesn't
move the needle.
Doesn't move the needle to me at least.
I mean, as a Dolphins fan, this year you have to just hope that everybody gets better. You have to hope that Tua progresses. You have to hope that Mike McDaniel gets better. Because there's not a lot of like excitement or anything sexy that they've got. But then they still have Tyreek Hill. They have Jalen Waddle. They have Tua Tagovailoa. They have a bunch of guys that are injured that are coming back on defense at some point, hopefully.
Well, October, November.
And there's a lot of hopes. A lot of hopes, man. Washington Commanders, they signed Noah Igbenogany How is he still in the league?
The Commanders just signing anybody right now.
I mean, is that where Jaden Daniels wants to go?
I don't know if that's where he wants to go.
Is that where he's going to go?
That's where he's going to go.
Man. I mean, Washington, D.C. is a great city. Terrible organization, but D.C. is a great city, I guess. Inter Miami, they had a good time in D.C. yesterday. That was good. That was great.
3-1, good victory. They could have got the tie, but they didn't. They scored 2 goals. No, they scored 3. Excuse me. They scored 3 goals after giving up the first goal. They scored 3 goals. My man is tired. What happened to you last night, bro?
Me?
Yeah, you looking. That's like the 3rd yawn you've had here, bro.
Have I been yawning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's going on, man?
It's St. Patrick's Day, man. Oh, man.
Oh, so you started early, huh?
Yeah, maybe started too early. Yeah. Bob's Your Uncle was awesome last night, I guess. From what I remember, it was great. Got Duffy's this afternoon.
Yeah, we're going to Duffy.
Yeah.
Wait, from what you remember, it was great? What do you mean? You blacked out?
Yeah, of course.
Did you really black out?
Dude, you act like I've never blacked out in my life. Yes, of course.
Jeez. When did you start? After the shift yesterday?
Yeah. It just kept going. Okay. Nonetheless, there's a lot going on in the world that we have to talk about. We got a bunch of college basketball that's happening. Congratulations to NC State, by the way. Did not see them making that run. They've done it.
Oh, big win for NC State. It's gonna be interesting. Who's gonna be one of the 1 seeds in the tournament in the men's bracket?
Well, Connecticut for sure.
I still think Houston will get the number 1 seed, even though they lost, and I still think Purdue will get the number 1 seed as well. But it's interesting who's gonna get it from Carolina. If they had won, I think they would have gotten the 1 seed. But once again, like I said yesterday, bro, I'm more interested in the women's NCAA tournament than the men's.
It is exciting. More superstar power, more intensity. And like I said, it's a better product.
Zach Edney doesn't move the needle to me. Angel Reese, yes. Caitlin Clark, yes. Everybody in South Carolina, the whole South Carolina women's team, yes. Kim Mulkey, you already know.
Edney, though, he seems like, what's he gonna do in the pros? Like, I know he's gonna go to the pros next year. Like, do you even draft him? Like, is he worth
Zach Edney?
Yeah.
I
mean, late first round.
I don't know if it's late. I mean, you definitely want a presence. I mean, big men are coming back. I mean, you see Chet, you see Wemby.
Yeah, but they're a little more athletic.
Still need a big man to protect the paint, man.
He does that.
The big man's not dying.
He does that. So we'll see. But a lot of people are scared. Purdue, they were a 1 seed last year, lost in the first round. Could it happen again? You never know. I don't think it'll happen again, but nonetheless. It's been exciting times in college basketball. Warriors, Lakers last night. A lot of controversy around that one.
What? Anthony Davis gets it in the eye
and the times, and
the Warriors win. Oh, listen. The league liked this playing situation, but the playing just ruined a lot. Because here's what the playing just did. Instead of getting maybe the Lakers and the Warriors, if they get the 7 or 8 seed playing in the playoffs, now you're only getting them for 1 game. So really, do you really want to have a chance of not having the Los Angeles market in the playoffs or San Francisco, the Bay Area, San Francisco, Oakland? Do you really want to lose your 2 best players? My man is really tired, my guy. He really party hard. We need to get him some coffee. Do you really want to do that if you're Adam Silver? No. The playing is great, but this is the fact. This is the problem. This is why I hate the playing.
The playing's awesome when it's Minnesota and New Orleans.
Right. But when you have, like, this is the possible playing situation for the NBA in the Western Conference. Dallas, Phoenix, Lakers, Warriors.
Ooh.
So you have a chance of having, it's great for 1 night.
Yeah.
But you have a chance of getting all 4 of them in the playoffs for at least a minimum of 4 games, maximum 7 in a series. So why do that? Why would you? That's the reason why I hate the playing situation.
I think it's cool. It keeps everybody involved.
No, it doesn't.
It keeps everybody involved.
No, it shouldn't. Some of these teams should have let some of their best players go instead of, maybe we can get into playing. No, let them go to another team. Like, you don't think Miami would have been able to get some players on teams that are thinking that they're in the playing situation?
I don't know. We haven't gotten anybody really. It seems like
You got
haven't landed anybody since Jimmy Butler. It seems like.
well, you got Terry. You got Terry
Yeah,
Rozier.
you did get Terry Rozier.
You
He's
had
been
Kyle.
great.
You had Kyle Lowry for a minute.
Kyle Lowry for a minute. Yeah, that was a good time, man. Jimmy had to take the L on that one, man, because he kind of prostrated and said like, "We need Kyle Lowry. That's my guy."
Well,
It didn't work out.
a lot of L's. Dame was Bam's guy. It didn't work out, but
Dame wanted to be here. We wanted him. It just didn't work out.
and it just didn't work out.
And
But
people, including myself, still think the Bucks are dangerous.
well, we'll see today. They play 1:00 against Phoenix in Milwaukee, and then at 3:00 you have 3:30 you have Denver versus Dallas. But the game that everybody's
3:00
the game that everybody's watching down here is 3:00, and you can listen to it
right here,
right here on
560
560 WQAM.
You have the Miami Heat taking on the Detroit Pistons.
And the second game of back-to-back. Well, no, I don't want to say back-to-back, but the second game of a road trip to Detroit, where they got to spend 3 days in Detroit. Not the best place to spend 3 days.
I was going to say not the worst place.
You can't drink the water.
That's true. That's Flint, though.
It's all a machine.
Oh, Detroit.
But they should be able to win this. And look, watching some of the games yesterday, it's really weird now because we're under 20 games.
Mm-hmm.
We're about to go. I think we're a month away from the season ending.
Yeah,
and
it's going to be on the 14th of
and the
April.
standings. So the 14th. So we're literally a month away.
Yeah, less than.
Less than. So, looking at the standings right now, the Heat are in the 8th seed, and they would play Philadelphia right now in the playing game, and the winner would get the 7th seed. The loser would have to play the winner of the 9-10. I think you need to get out of that, bro. They're one game behind Indy for the 6th seed. That's the key. That's the key. And also, you know why that's also key? With the way the standings are right now, I would rather face Cleveland than Milwaukee. Even though you've had success with Milwaukee, you eliminated them last year in the first round. I would rather play Cleveland than Milwaukee in the first round because Milwaukee has Dame. And Cleveland, as much as we like Donovan Mitchell, I just don't think the team is capable.
Max
capable
Strus?
of doing anything. Oh, you do? Yeah. Eliminate Max Strus early in the first round.
Dean Wade?
Not D Wade, but Dean Wade. But yeah, win today against Detroit. Move up in the standings. You're a half game behind Philadelphia. Move up in the standings and then try to get that 60 because you don't want that playing situation anymore.
No more playing. We messed with that fire last year. It almost burned us. So no, stay away. Stay away. Oh, speaking of the Miami Heat, Tyler Herro, when is he going to play again?
Oh my God.
Is he a hero? Is he not a hero? We're going to look into it next, Vlad, here on Sports Day 560 WQAM. I got the Irish music going. A little St. Patrick's Day love. It's always a big day when it's St. Patrick's Day. Glad and I heading out to Duffy's and Plantation afterwards. We playing some music, having some drinks, having a good time. It's always 2 for 1 at Duffy's. I kid you not, always 2 for 1.
2 for 1, right? Oh yeah, that's right. You lost the bet.
Always. I mean, I've won a couple of bets, but I've also lost a couple of bets in my life.
Yeah.
What's going on at James Madison?
What about James Madison?
Football team, Division 1. Almost run the table and win every game.
Okay.
Basketball team is like 31-3 going to the NCAA tournament.
We're trying to say they're doing. They got a different NIL deal going on in James Madison.
Just Harrisonburg, Virginia. I don't know what's going
on. Oh my God. Anyway, well, what's going on with Tyler Herro? Because that was the last right before you go on a break. Tyler Herro yesterday received some news. He had to get a shot, and he had to take a shot, and they will reevaluate him in 2 to 3 weeks. That has to be a cause of concern for the Miami Heat team and fans, because after what you saw during that 4-game losing streak prior, we were like, oh, Tyler doesn't need to come back. Then when you saw the 4-game losing streak, it was, oh, we need Tyler. And now that you hear that he's going to be reevaluated in another 2 to 3 weeks, is there going to be another postseason where Tyler Herro won't be part of this team again?
Yeah.
That's scary.
I got to wonder what's going on with Tyler Herro.
I don't know. It seems like every time he takes one step forward, something happens where he takes 2 steps back, and it's very hard for him to get that momentum going again. Tough year for him. It's been a tough 3 years. It's been a tough tenure as a Miami Heat player for Tyler Herro. And you look at the team and you see that they need more scoring, and that's why he's there to provide. But something happens. There's always an injury or something that happens that deters him, and you need him more now. You need him more now than ever, because you don't have Strus, you don't have Gabe Vincent. Those guys are gone. Kyle Lowry's gone. You need somebody else to help Terry Rozier and
you're
Jimmy.
lucky Duncan Robinson has stepped up this year.
Right. Duncan has played very well, but in that game Thursday against Denver, they went at Duncan, and his flaws came out. His flaws were shown.
Okay, what I like to do is look back. Tyler Herro drafted in 2019. Who was drafted after him? Because before him, you can't really do anything. You were 13th overall drafting. You took Tyler Herro, of course, the first overall draft pick, Zion Williamson, John Morant, R.J. Barrett. Those guys, pretty sure things. DeAndre Hunter went. You had Colby White, Jackson Hayes, whatever. Rui Hachimura, Cam Reddish. These are all people before him. He was 13th. Look at the guys afterwards. For the people who are like, oh, we don't really need Tyler Herro. You could have gotten Romeo Langford.
Who?
Yeah. Yeah. He went to the Celtics. Siku Doumbouya.
Who?
Chuma Okiki.
Who?
Nikhil Alexander Walker.
Still playing the league. Good player.
Goga Bitabizi.
Go Gadget.
There you go. Luka Semenic.
He ain't Luka Doncic.
Matisse Thybulle. He's a good player.
I like Matisse.
But still.
He's not a great offensive player, but I'll take Tyler over Matisse.
Brandon Clark.
Good player.
Grant Williams. We know him.
Jimmy's favorite friend. Yeah. Jimmy's favorite player.
Yeah. Darius Bazley.
All right, look. So none of these guys were good.
Jordan Poole, though. No,
I don't want Jordan. No part of Jordan Poole. No.
Kevin Porter Jr.
No.
Okay. So, I mean, you actually did a pretty good job. KZ Akpala. Okay, well, he was in the second round, but
here's what happened.
You got the best player you could have gotten.
Tyler was great, and then that bubble year got everybody gassed. That bubble year, when he went to the finals in his rookie year in that bubble, and he was riding shotgun with Bam and Jimmy, he was like, okay, cool, you got your 3. And for some reason, after that bubble year, which was what, 2020, 21. What happened in 21? 21 was kind of hard because 21, those guys had the teams that played to the finals had to go right back into the season immediately. It's like they had probably like what, 5 weeks, 6
Yeah.
weeks off. That's crazy.
That was weird.
So 21, I don't count. But 22 and 23,
Tyler Hero's been productive. Like, that's the thing I'm saying. Like, for as much,
but I think for what the production, Kuzan, I think they want him to take that next level. I think they want him to be a star.
They want him to be a superstar.
Is Tyler a star?
He is a star. He's not a superstar.
I don't even think he's a superstar. No, he's not a superstar.
They want him to be an all-star.
He's not a star.
He's not an all-star.
He's not a star. He's not a star yet. And I think they want him to be yes, a star or an all-star.
His health is part of it. His health has been really bad.
That's a problem.
That's the thing. You can be the best player in the world, Vlad, but if you're always hurt, you're not the best player in the world.
Yeah, because guess what? The best ability is
availability.
Ding ding.
And it doesn't help that you didn't play in the playoffs last year and the team went on a run.
What about the year prior?
Yeah.
When they went to the Eastern Conference Finals in Game 7 against the Celtics.
That's what has us wondering. Is this it? Like, when he gets healthy, if he plays a little more, are the Heat going to finally be like, all right, let's stop doing this every year, talking about trading you. Let's just go ahead and trade you. He's got a big contract.
He got $30 million.
Got a big contract. But once again, you look back at the draft, not the worst you could have done. Not bad at all. I mean, he's better than a lot of the guys. If you ask me, okay, I know he's not been available, but I mean, he's better than PJ Washington. He's better than Cameron Johnson. He's better than Cam Reddish. Definitely better than Cam Reddish. Rui Hachimura, Jackson Hayes, Colby White. He's better than a lot of those guys.
Yeah, but you know what I can say about all those guys?
They play. Zion Williamson, he's been playing.
John Morant hasn't been. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Fatty McDunks has been balling.
He's been balling. I've been telling you.
He's been balling since I've been calling him Fatty McDunks. So I'm going to continue calling him Fatty McDunks. But Fatty McDunks got his whole women situated. He got his whole baby mama drama situated.
Got healthy.
He got healthy, and he's like, it's no more 24 points. It's 31, and he's rebounding, something that his big ass needed to do.
And you got to love that everyone knows what he wants to do. He wants to get to the hoop, and he just gets to the hoop.
But they're a dangerous team. They're a dangerous team going to the playoffs, but can he stay healthy? And that's the problem when you see a lot of these great players and very good players like Zion, like Tyler, because you know the promise. You see the promise that they've shown you, and they just want it to be consistent if they could remain healthy. It's sad, but the most important player to this Heat playoff run is Tyler Herro going in 2024.
They need his points. They need his production, man. But this is the thing. The Heat do have they get somewhat of a luxury to play in the Eastern Conference and not the West, because the West is just unbelievable.
No, I don't think so. I think both conferences are going to be a drag out fight. Like real talk. Like, look at this right now. I'm looking at the standings, and the difference the Knicks are 2 games behind the 3 seed. Orlando's 1 game behind the Knicks.
Ooh.
Indiana, like, everybody's within 3 games of each other. A 3-game losing streak is
very hurtful.
It's horrible to have right now. That's why that 4-game losing streak by the Heat was bad.
Yeah,
because it was not the time to go on a losing streak. Because you can go from 5 to 8, just like that. Bam.
You can be in series playoff games, or you could be in play-in.
You could have home court advantage one day, and then you lose, and now you're at 17. You're in a play-in.
Yeah.
So you cannot lose these games.
Another reason why the regular season means so much. Yes.
Well, it means so much, but yet they don't see it that way, because guess what?
They don't care.
Yeah, the play-in.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what this Heat team is referencing now. Like, wait till we get to the playoffs. We'll take care of it. Oh, God.
But then you see some of the attitudes like, yeah, we just want to get in. Like, let's get in.
Anthony Davis said it.
Yeah, and he's right. Like, we win 1 game, whatever.
Yeah, just get us in.
But do you want to take that risk again? You saw how 'cause we did the games last year. We were
No,
part of this.
no.
You saw how stressful it was for the playing game against Atlanta and then the playing game against the Bulls. You saw how stressful that
Phew,
was.
yeah, terrible, terrible. And then you get into a series and you're like, okay, whew, a little bit of breathing room, but not a lot. But it's a lot more than one game. You know, you've got at least 4 games to try to figure things
Right.
out.
Like you get a and you forget that, you get a week off.
Yeah,
When the season's over,
that's true.
if
That's
you were
big
part of the 6, you get a week
for a
off.
team like the Heat. Yeah, that's big.
That's monumental.
Yeah, that's huge. So you better start winning. Start today again, getting wins against teams like the Pistons that you should beat.
Yo, beat these teams that you're supposed to beat, man. Like that Washington loss, nasty work.
That was
We all
terrible.
know during the 82 game season, you're gonna
You're
have
gonna
one of
lose
those.
some. Yeah,
But towards the stretch of the season, right now,
you got to
you
win
you
those.
gotta win those.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, and no excuse. So no excuses today. Heat, go out, take care of business. 3 o'clock. It's an early game. You've been in Detroit. You haven't been getting too wild, I'm sure. Take care of that business. Everything will be all right. Up next, we're going to check out what's going on in the social media world. A little hashtag what's trending here on Sports Day 560 WQAM. Jump around. They're about to stay. I'm rallying, Vlad. I'm rallying.
You back?
I'm back. Never mind what I did during the commercial break. Don't worry about that. I'm back.
VCR.
Woo! What's trending? Hate to do this, but it's out there. Got to talk about what's trending. Pretty much the number one thing trending right now, Tyreek Hill.
Wait, what? Why? Por qué?
Yeah, porque I'll tell you.
Poquita?
I hate getting into personal stuff.
Oh,
but it's trending.
come on. Seriously?
There's a report in January that his wife, Kita Vaquero, called the police and that he smashed an unlit cigar in her face. Hill denies that he actually struck her.
Time out. You see, this is why it's nasty. Okay? This is nasty work because what they're indicating is that he threw a lit cigarette.
No, unlit cigarette.
Oh, unlit cigarette.
Smashed an unlit cigarette in her face.
But we all know what happened to his house.
There was a fire.
There was a fire, and I saw his interview with Channing, Ryan, and Fred on the Pivot, and he said he had left his family members in the house, and nobody still is coming up to say what happened. What caused the event? What happened? What was the cause of the fire?
I thought they said a child was playing with a lighter.
Yeah, but he said in an interview, it's like he trusts his family and he left his family there, but nobody still came up to him to let him know, like, dude, what happened? Like, what was the cause of this? Because those were I lost my belongings there. Nobody's coming up to say, who's at fault. In a situation like this, you F up a multi-million-dollar house. Nobody's gonna be like, yeah, I did it. They're all gonna hide. But you just don't want to hear these stories with Tyreek anymore, especially when he did get married. It was like, oh, wow, Tyreek got married. That's great. And then all of a sudden, since the minute he got married, it's been a lot of crazy stories.
Been a divorce filing. There's been all this. Yeah. We talked about this, I think, either 2 weeks ago or last week. Is his act off the field getting old? I think now we can say
it's starting to become an urge. And as my boy Anthony would say, it's starting to become, because it's like you let it go because he's been producing, but with the production, and he's definitely produced.
Yeah,
you still haven't won anything.
That's true too. We also said that having big numbers and not winning anything isn't like having big numbers and winning a lot of things. That's why guys like Terry Bradshaw got passes, because maybe he didn't have the best numbers, but he won.
Dude, they're going to tolerate all the stupidness or all the craziness that you do until you're not valuable anymore.
Yeah. But the fact of the matter is this. The police were called to his house in January, and there were accusations of domestic abuse.
See, this is not good.
Now, he denies it. Now, what's true, I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't want to get into that. But it's not good.
No, because here's the thing. I think it's not good because of the allegation. And second, Tyreek's done a great job of really changing the perception that people had of him. Yeah. Because those were these allegations now were some of the allegations that were that he had prior to coming into the league.
Miami and everything.
Some of these some of these problems were stuff that was happening in Kansas City, but he was winning. He was young, so they just said that he was just acting immature. Just give him some time, and he did. And you've noticed Tyreek became one of the more popular players in the league because of his talent, his production, and his celebration. And you just like a kid. You just like a man who has fun, and he seems to have fun. But there's also a flip to Tyreek. There's the marina situation.
Yeah.
The lady who got tackled and said that he went a little bit above. He went a little bit beyond the regular tackling that was supposed to happen.
Yeah, why was he doing an exhibition at someone's backyard to play football?
I don't know why you're tackling a girl. I don't know. I
would never tackle a woman like that.
Not like that, But
she is a social media influencer.
Yeah, whatever. Just don't get tackled by a real football player. But then nonetheless, it's a lot of stuff. It's starting to stack up. How about that? It's stacking up. It's stacking up.
It really has started to stack up. And like I said, it's getting to that point now where, we're talking about it. I think more people are starting to talk about it. It's issue after issue after issue after issue. Ugh. Kind of makes you wonder, kind of makes you worried, man. Oh, man. Another thing that's trending, not to totally change the subject, but at the same time, totally change the subject. Fleetwood Mac is trending. And it doesn't seem.
Porque
And that's a good question. Why? But
somebody die?
no, it's just apparently a lot of people woke up today and wanted to hear Fleetwood Mac. Like there's just
Is there
videos.
do they have a song that's good for St. Patty's Day?
No, I mean,
Are they Irish?
I mean, you got. Let's see.
I think they're Irish. That's why.
I think they're Irish.
Well, no, I'm wrong. Their origins from London,
Stevie
England.
Nicks. I mean,
So
yeah,
they're from London, England. I'm sorry.
Bill Fleetwood. What's his name?
Mick Fleetwood.
Mick Fleetwood.
Jeremy Spencer.
Who's Lindsey Buckingham?
John McVie. They might have some Irish.
McVie.
They might have some Irish influence.
Yeah, but I don't know why they're trending so much. Nonetheless, I mean, St. Patrick is of course trending today. Nothing too crazy, man. Nothing. No, I'm on the wrong one. Manchester United, they were defeating Liverpool in Premier League. They were up 1-0 last I checked, or 1-0 as you like to say. Why is Mike White trending?
There's a lot of Mike White. Which Mike White? Dolphins backup quarterback or just a regular Mike White?
Yeah, it's probably not Dolphins backup.
Yeah, it's not Dolphins backup quarterback Mike White.
Some good rep here by Dolphins quarterback Mike White. Emphasis on working on his form outside rational. I don't know. Maybe it is.
Oh, it is about Mike White. It's this is a slow. Let me tell you this. Traffic was slow today.
Well, you did get Justin Fields traded. I don't know why that's.
Hey, that was big news. How about that? Yo, let me tell you this.
4th round pick.
You know what? I used to knock this guy. I like the guy. I like him as a player. He's a person, but he's a little corny. But we crack jokes on him. But has anybody had a reincarnation like Russell Wilson this quickly? That man went from nobody wanted him. Denver kicked him out. I was like, yeah, they'll take the cap hit, threw him out. He went to Pittsburgh. He got with Omar Epps, aka Mike Tomlin, and all of a sudden, not only did he get a starting job, not only did he find a new home, he got Kenny Pickett traded. He got the hometown hero traded.
Yeah.
And then he got the younger version of himself to join him on the team. I think Pittsburgh's had a phenomenal offseason so far. They got 2 quarterbacks on the cheap.
Yeah, they got. I think that's why Mike White is trending. He's getting paid more than.
He's getting paid more than Russell Simmons Russell Wilson. No, Russell Simmons. You'll be in Bali.
Nobody's getting paid more than.
Nah. You'll be in Bali. Nobody. Yeah, Russell Wilson and Justin Fields. I don't know. They might have to pick up his 5th-year option. They might have to do something with Justin Fields where they might have to pick up his 5th-year option, or because he's not going to be really competing for the starting job because they already announced Russell Wilson is the starter.
Of course. Man,
that AFC North is going to be
Mike White gets paid more than Justin Fields.
Good for Mike White.
Yeah, they're both backups now. So there you
go. He gets paid more than the starter.
Yeah. Well, Justin Fields doesn't start anymore.
No, he gets paid more than Russell. Russell's only making 1.2.
Oh yeah, that's why he took the veteran minimum.
Yeah, he's only getting paid 1.2 by Pittsburgh. I mean, he's getting paid 35 by Denver, but that probably came already. That's a lump sum. That's a lump sum.
Guy that was in the MVP chase just a couple of years ago, and now he's getting paid barely.
Nah, he's getting paid. Well, he got paid. He got that guarantee. He got that guarantee.
Get that,
but he's only getting paid 1.2 by Pittsburgh. He's double dipping. It's good to double dip.
Oh yeah, Bobby Bonilla knows all about it.
Bobby Bo.
What a great contract.
That's a great man. We all laughed at him. Little did we know. How stupid were we? That man's been made every June 1st. He knows, or July 1st. He knows he's getting.
Give me that money.
Give me that 1.25
for nothing. No,
I don't even have to work.
Not anymore.
Deferred money is good if you could make sure you're gonna live long.
Yeah. If you can stick around long enough, just wait on that day. It's coming. But yeah, I forgot Justin Fields did get traded today. So Bears are trading Justin Fields for a 2025 6th-round pick that goes to a 4th-round pick based on playing time per sources.
So if I So if I look back, Kuzan,
Mhm.
that
Ugh,
2021 NFL draft,
morbid. Trevor
that
Lawrence?
2021 draft, the only good player from that draft from the quarterback is Trevor Lawrence.
Yep.
Number 2 was Zach Wilson,
Ugh.
whose jersey I'm wearing right now because I needed green and, you know,
Oh, yeah.
you know, I'm only wearing green because St. Patty's Day.
Yeah.
But he's no longer my coach. I mean, he's no longer my quarterback.
Quarterback, no.
But he stunk. He stunk. Number 3 was Trey Lance. He stunk. Number 11, I think, was Mac Jones.
Yep. Mac Jones, and then
He stunk. And I believe number 12 or number 10 or number 12 was Justin Fields. And he stunk. So pretty much that whole quarterback class stunk.
yeah, it was terrible. Terrible.
Terrible.
Terrible. Terrible. Oh, terrible. Well, Vlad, you and I are here till 1:45. We have a little bit more time, about another hour. Get you ready for the Heat and the Pistons. We needed Heat win today. We're going to get you caught up with everything next and get you ready for that game here on Sports Day 560 WQAM.
It's time for Sports Day. Turn it up. It's Sports Day with Dan Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day! St. Patrick's Day, always fun, always a good time. Vlad, you're from New York City. St. Patrick's Day is huge there.
Oh, man, on a Sunday? Oh, it's huge anytime. But when it's on a weekend, forget about it. And the weather's been nice in New York, too. Oh, they're going to wild out tonight.
But even if it's like a weekday, kids get off from school and stuff, right? There's no like
No.
Oh, it's not that big?
It's not one of those days where you, if it's during the week.
Yeah, I know. They always do the parade, at least everywhere that I've lived.
The parade's going to happen. Maybe if it's going to get around a certain neighborhood with schools, maybe that school may close it down, but it's not a holiday where it's like every school is closed.
I know Chicago's a big deal, too. They make the river green in Chicago. It's always fun. Here in South Florida, they did St. Patrick's Day in Hollywood last week. I don't know what's up with that.
We got some texts about the topics we talked about last hour when we started talking about Tyler Herro. Somebody from the 305 says, can be a superstar if you're on the bench half the time due to injury.
And that's true.
Thank you, 305.
That is a true statement. What goes on with Tyler Herro, man? And I mean, I know he wants to play. I know he's trying to play. It's just keeps one thing after another, gets hurt. Hasn't lived up to his potential. He was the sixth man of the year. I know someone was texting in that he's a sixth man. That's what he is.
Wait, when was he sixth man of the year? 2 years ago?
Was it 2 or 3 years ago? Right after the bubble year.
So that was what, 21?
Yeah. 3 years ago. Sixth man of the year.
It's like everything started off so promising, and then all of a sudden it's just been a lot of roadblocks.
His numbers aren't bad. He's averaged around 20 points a game. He's still good. Just hadn't played a lot. And then when he doesn't play, sometimes the team does good.
Oh my God, I didn't even know he's born the same day as me.
The same day.
Same day, yeah. Same date.
Yeah.
Same date as I am. I'm old enough to still be his father. Jeez, he was born in 2000. Good God. I'm old.
They made babies then?
January 20. But yeah, NBA, yeah, he was sixth man of the year 2022, which was that was the year the Heat weren't the Heat the 1 seed that year and lost to the Celtics.
That's Jimmy Butler shot.
The Jimmy Butler shot. But then yeah, it seems like after that 2022 year, it's been these last 2 years have been very difficult for him. And it's tough to hear that, that he's going to be reevaluated in 2 to 3 weeks due to the injury that he sustained. And I can't recall the last time he played, to be honest with you.
He started off gangbusters at the beginning of the season. We really thought this was going to be a redemption year, like proving that he belongs with the Heat. And then he just started getting hurt left and right. And we were like, ugh. 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Tyler Herro, come on, man. We'll have to wait and see, though. Got some big college basketball games today. Brown and Yale right now playing for the Ivy League championship.
Woohoo!
Yale, 33-27 lead. You got Florida and Auburn in the SEC championship. Duquesne and VCU. That's actually a national televised game.
They got Kevin Harlan doing the game for Duquesne versus VCU.
Temple and UAB.
Oh, I got big news.
Are you gambling this game too?
No.
That's the AAC championship.
It's Jimmy Butler is out for this afternoon's game with a thumb injury. I'm sorry, with a foot injury. I'm sorry. Miami Heat forward Jimmy Butler has been ruled out for Sunday's game versus the Detroit Pistons due to a right foot contusion.
That's not good news. Against the Pistons. Not a good Pistons team, but at the same time, it's an NBA team, so you got to worry about that.
And they lost Friday. You don't want to lose back to 2 games in a row to the same team at home.
Right. You got to defend your court.
And with our recent history of thinking, this is gonna be a blowout. This is gonna be a blowy. No. That's me. I say that, but no. But wow, that just dropped half hour ago that Jimmy's out due to a right foot contusion.
Man,
Okay, think I didn't put no wager on this game as of yet.
I would not bet on that game, Vlad.
There's only 7 games to play with today, and college basketball is not going to have any games for the next 2 days. So yeah, I got to double up on the NFL. I mean, on the NBA. I got to and NHL. That's what I got to do.
You got to.
I got to do it. Damn, Jimmy. They should beat the Pistons without Jimmy, right?
Yeah, I think so. Should be good enough. Not saying they will be. Sounds like another nip and tuck battle.
Giannis is out today's game against the Suns. Wow. A lot of injuries to key pivotal players on playoff rosters. And you right now, like I said, can't afford to lose a game or two with so many teams bundled up so close to each other that yeah. It's crazy. It is crazy. It is crazy. Yeah, we know what? We're gonna get back to it.
Yeah, let's take a quick break. Let's get back into it. We're going to talk about the Heat and everything that's going on with them next here on Sports Day.
WQA.
Oh, Jimmy Butler. He's got his St. Patrick's Day.
Jimmy's not playing.
Not playing. Gonna be relaxing. Got a foot problem.
Who's his girl now?
I can't keep up with this women, man.
He's not with Shakira anymore. He's with
I don't know
another.
if he was ever officially with Shakira.
We like to say that. Just go along with me.
Yeah, I'm all right with you.
I think there's a new Latina that's got Jimmy's eyes. Listening to Tobin Leroy and Jay
Fig. Got a
Fig.
new one.
I think so.
He loves it down here. He said he loves the city, loves everything. Trying to see who else. I'm wondering to see if Kevin Love will be playing tonight. Questionable. Jimmy Butler.
He's out.
Kevin Love's questionable. Tyler Herro, Josh Richardson, Nikola Jovic is out. Okay, yeah. Tall. I mean, it's not a tall task, but it's a task. I mean, you're short. You got to rely a lot on Bam and Duncan and.
I'm sorry, man. I love our audience, man.
No,
They're going in on you, bro.
Go ahead. Just go ahead. Just say what are they saying?
They're like, Jesus, he needs some milk. Does Dan look like I did at the Walking Dead? Does Dan look like I did on the Walking Dead? Zombie hangover or zombie hungover? We got to count the flips and nose grabs.
There haven't been too many flips. There's been everything else, though. Yeah. Phoenix and Milwaukee are playing right now. That would have been an exciting game, except Giannis Antetokounmpo isn't playing. So,
but they got Chris Middleton.
Right, they did. And they were talking about, like, does the season hinge on Chris Middleton? It's like, really? Okay. This Bucks experiment, although they are 43-24, hasn't been as gangbuster as we thought it would be.
No. But then if it was gangbusters, then what would we be talking about?
We'd be like, oh, best team in the world.
Is anybody going to beat them? No.
Damian Lillard's never made it to the finals.
Right.
How are they going to adjust in the finals? Teams will...
And put it this way, if they were gangbusters, everything worked out like gangbusters, then Doc Rivers would still be commentating instead of coaching.
Exactly, yeah. That was a weird situation, too, right there.
They lined Adrian Griffin up, man. They lined him up.
Was he just like the fall guy? Like,
he was going to be the fall guy.
If everything goes right, good job by us. If everything goes wrong,
fam, how 2 months into a job, you already have a consultant?
Yeah, they said Giannis wanted him to be the coach, and then he immediately said, I don't want to be the coach.
Yeah, whatever.
Players, man, they have that power, though. Like, look at Trae Young, who hadn't won anything either. He gets coaches like Nate McMillan fired.
That's because they don't have a strong front office like the one down here.
Yeah.
Everybody knows who the man is.
Remember when they hired Eric Spoelstra here? It was like, oh, goodness, he's just a placeholder because you got the big three. It's easy.
Well, I was actually talking about Spoelstra's boss. But
right.
Yeah.
But what I was saying is when they hired Spoelstra, it seemed like he was just a placeholder and that, just have someone not mess it up.
Well, I can't say that because remember, he was hired after Riles won the title, and then they lost to the Bulls in the first round after when they were trying to defend their titles. They lost in the first. They got swept in the first round postseason, and then he took over. And he was the coach of the Heat for 3 years before the big three. He was coaching Dwayne Wade already. But the hierarchy of the Miami Heat. Mickey is the owner, but he doesn't say much. He's just in the background.
Mm-hmm.
He makes his opinion notable. He makes his opinions known, but he doesn't really get involved. And we all know Riles is the man. Like, he's the godfather.
Yeah.
It all ends with Pat. So whatever Pat says, it is.
Yeah. Strong leadership makes a difference.
Strong leadership makes a big difference. And most teams don't have what Miami has. Or most teams, that culture, that Heat culture, it means something. And I noticed that the other day that Mike Malone was trying to say that, his team has a culture too. So he was trying to establish that what's already known around the league.
Yeah. Denver's got a good culture. They also got Nikola Jokic. That helps a lot. Jamal Murray. That helps a lot.
Aaron Gordon, Michael Porter, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. They got a good team and a good coach. And they got mind control over Miami.
Well, I mean, they have mind control over a lot of teams, man.
Well, the Lakers, Miami,
They won the championship last year, so they're pretty good.
they got mind control.
Pretty good. But today you got to take care of business. This is one of those games, like you said, last Sunday. I don't want to rehash it too much, but should be an easy game. You got to go in there, just take care of business. I know you're a little shorthanded. Doesn't matter. You got to go in there and beat a Detroit team that isn't doing anything. That doesn't really have that much going for them, except they're young and they're paying Monty Williams a ton of money to try to get things right. Go in there and win the game. Get those 2 wins on the road like you're supposed to get, and they're gonna throw up a big fight because, like you said, they don't want to lose 2 games in a row at home to the same team.
No,
Not gonna be a walk in the park, but I hate to say it, I do think the Heat have enough firepower, even without Jimmy, to get a 6-7 point win. That's realistic, right? That's a realistic bet right there.
hopefully.
Oh, man. That Wizards game, what a thud. And I mean, like, it wasn't like, Kyle Kuzma played great, but Jordan Poole didn't play exactly great. Just the rest of the team, they just got him. And then, like, the Heat are like, oh no, we didn't come up with a mind frame that like it was an easy win. We were very serious. Goodness gracious.
BS if you see that game.
Ugh. Like I said, they were down 110-100 with like 2 minutes left. And then the Wizards started being the Wizards. We scored 8, and then Jimmy and Duncan missed the 3 at the very end of the game. Go for the win. Nothing wrong with going for the win. You and I both like that, but at the same time, goodness gracious. Duncan couldn't hit the broadside of a barn at the end of the game. It was tough. It was tough. That's winning time, especially against really bad teams. Got to go out there. You got to get it done. You got to take care of that business. That's why today, it's not vital, but you really do need to go out there and win. It's not a must win or anything like that. But like you said, Vlad,
It's a must win.
You lose a couple games here and there.
No. This is a must win.
You lose a couple games here and there. It's
You can't lose this. You can't lose to Detroit. You can't be on lose 5 out of your last 6 games heading to the playoffs.
Sitting in the 8th seed right now.
And you don't want to be in the 8th seed, man.
You're only half a game behind the 76ers for the 7.
Well, everything, like I said, a 3-game winning streak can get you all the way up to 5.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. You're basically 3 games behind the Orlando Magic.
And yeah. You're going to be in the playoffs or in the play-in. You're playing an extra game after the season ends. The question is, are you going to be in the play-in, or are you going to already be in the playoff?
You want that playoff, man.
You want to be in the top 6.
Definitely would like to face a team like the Magic.
You're 1 game behind Indiana for the 6th seed in the playoffs. But you can't lose to a team like Detroit. And looking at the Heat schedule, this is a nice little road trip.
Detroit's 12-54, 1 game better than the Wizards in the East.
You playing today at Detroit, then tomorrow's a big game against Philadelphia.
Ooh.
Like, you have a chance to get out of that play-in and help solidify your positioning in the playoffs. You're 1 game behind Philadelphia, right? Philadelphia, I don't believe plays their half game. So that means if you win today, you're tied with Philadelphia, and you beat them, you'll be ahead of them. Yep. And you already got them in the tiebreaker, I believe.
Yeah, of course. And then you're right there with the Pacers and not too far behind the Magic. And you're not scared of the Magic. Knicks have
you
been
can't.
better
Yeah,
this
you
year.
can't lose. You can't lose this game today, bro. You can't.
Nope.
You can't.
It's not a must win, but it's in a way a must win.
It's a must win because look, you win today. You tie with Philly. You already beaten Philadelphia twice. So if you win 1 more game against Philadelphia, because they have 2 more matchups, you win tomorrow. You have the tiebreak over Philadelphia. So you don't even, that's it. So if you and Philadelphia are tied, you're gonna be ahead of them. You have a chance from going 8 to literally
like
6.
5, yeah, almost 5,
and almost 5.
So it's a must win.
It's an absolutely must win.
We talked ourselves into it. It is a must win for the Miami Heat today, as bad as it sounds, against a 12-54 Detroit Pistons team in Detroit.
Yeah, because you have no more games with the Magic, I don't believe.
Nope.
You have 1 game against the Knicks left.
That's a big one. You got the Pelicans coming to town on Friday.
You got 1 game against Cleveland this
Sunday.
Wednesday.
That's Wednesday.
Yes, this Wednesday.
We got a Sunday game too against Cleveland a week from today.
And you have a Sunday game against Cleveland a week from today. So the Heat end this week with 2 more road games at Philly, at Cleveland. And then starting this weekend, they have a 4-game home stand against the Cavaliers, against the Warriors, Trailblazers.
Like we said, tough games, but also ways to move up.
The Warriors, Cavaliers, and Pelicans they're gonna be three good games because all these teams are fighting for playoff positioning as well.
So after they get 76ers, Cavs, Pelicans,
Warriors. Then they get two winnable games at Portland, and then Portland home, and then at Washington. So hopefully they get their revenge for that loss at home to Washington. And then you have the Knicks and Philly at home. You go to Houston. Houston
beat Cleveland last night.
Let me tell you this. This is not an easy 3-game road trip in the beginning of April.
No.
At Houston, at Indiana, and at Atlanta. And then you finish the season off with a game against Dallas and 2 games against Toronto at home. You finish the season 3 games at home.
Yeah, the 14th. April 14th.
So
might go to that game.
I'm probably going to go to one of those games as well.
Kind of want to go to that Cavaliers game.
Oh, that's right. Wait a minute. Is that a Sunday? April 14th?
Yeah.
That means we're not on.
Oh, then we're definitely going there.
Yeah, we're going.
Okay, cool. We'll make it out there. Last game of the year. Yeah. I've been known to go to a lot of last games of the year.
That's all. I've known to go because that's the only tickets they'll probably give us. Yeah. Nobody's going to this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here you go, guys.
It'll be good. Miami Hurricanes baseball, they're in action right now, trying to get the sweep of North Carolina. They just got started at Mark Light Field. That's always a good time. Got college basketball and NBA basketball all day. Jimmy Butler is not playing. That's a tough one right there. Tyler Herro not playing. We talked about him all day. Kevin Love, I'm guessing not going to play. Nikola Jovic not going to play. Yet it's a must win. So let's go out there and let's take care of business, right? Miami Heat?
Yes.
We've talked about it. Another loss or 2 or 3 can really dive you down. A couple of wins, though, can really jump you up, especially with who you're playing, like the Cavaliers and the Pelicans and the Warriors. And you get the Trailblazers, the Wizards. Okay. 76ers. You never know what's going to happen with 76ers. It's all about Joel Embiid's health. If he can get healthy, they could be a dangerous team. If not, they're not too much to worry about. Although they have some decent players. James Harden, Tyrese Maxey, and guys like that. Pretty good. Miami Heat, though. Health is an issue right now. Tyler Herro's availability has been questionable, to say the least. Ugh. But we'll find a way, right? We always do. Do we?
They always do. But this is I believe this is the last time you've seen this iteration of the nucleus of the Heat.
Yeah.
This big 3. I don't think you're going to see Bam, Tyler, and Jimmy together after the 24 season.
Does that mean Tyler's gone?
Yeah, he gone.
So you haven't been available that
because you've been teasing it too long,
right?
And it's not worked out. And you've been trying to tell us, well, give them time. Why can't we give them? We've seen time, baby.
Yeah, we have. Time has been there.
Time has been there.
No more of that. And I mean, Tyler Herro, I know he wants to play in Miami, but
I mean, who doesn't?
Of course.
You don't want to be playing in Portland.
He's about that life, man.
Somebody
Sacramento,
Oklahoma City. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it ain't it.
It just looks like I don't know though. We thought Tyler Herro's been gone a couple times, and he always sticks around. So maybe not.
I don't know about this time, B. The streets need a body, bro.
If things don't go right, yes.
Yeah. And these are the questions now. Sun Sentinel and Ask Ira, do you Heat again have to plan for playoff life without Tyler Herro? I mean, that's the story that Ira wrote today.
It's realistic. That is realistic.
And and they said they're gonna reevaluate 2 to 3 weeks. That to me means you're gonna be out for a minute.
That means you're going to be out until the end of the regular season.
Easy.
Because, I mean, there's only 2 or 3 weeks left. Really, there's only 3 weeks left. So they're going to evaluate
Like
him for the
literally
playoffs.
4 weeks left. Yeah.
They're going to evaluate him for the playoffs. Jimmy's not playing tonight. Oh, man. So much good stuff going on in South Florida. I don't know, man. What to say? What to do?
Well, you know,
It
they
is-
have us for another 5 minutes, but that's it.
It is St. Patrick's Day, though. So get ready. It's going to be hype.
So you're going to continue drinking?
Oh, man. I don't know. That's a good question, Vlad. I think I'm going to take it moment by moment, kind of like I'm taking it right now. Too much partying last night. I'm not going to lie. Maybe too much partying the past couple days. I'm not going to lie. Today should be a crazy, wild throwdown. We'll see. St. Patrick's Day. Ugh. I know. Where is the parade in New York?
In the city. Manhattan.
It's down in Manhattan?
Yeah.
No, Chicago, they go by the river.
What's popping? Is Las Olas going to be? Las Olas is usually happening.
Always, every day.
Las Olas is usually happening.
Usually when I go to Los Olas, I end up at Cheesecake Factory. I don't know why. Beer and cheesecake.
Cheesecake Factory.
I don't know why. Every lady loves.
Hey, ladies, don't think you got away with it. 2 days ago was steak and
Oh, BJ Day.
Yeah. It was 2 days ago. Friday was good. Shout out to all of them that celebrated the holiday.
Is it on a certain date? Or
Yeah,
is it
it's
on
March.
Like
Well, I think no, it actually was March 14th this year. So
the
it's
same Friday, like the
Thursday.
Friday.
No. They changed his days. It's like whatever, maybe like the second Thursday or whatever. It's second Thursday. Yeah.
How do you approach that holiday? Like, do you just tell your lady, like jokingly, or do you tell?
No, I tell her like the day of Valentine's Day. Okay, cool. This is your day. Cool. A month from now, it's my day.
I don't know how to do that.
I need a T-bone. T-bone. No, I'm just kidding.
T-bone steak?
Do
Do you like your steak thick, Vlad? Are you like a nice thick steak, or do you like a skinnier steak, like a skirt steak?
What are you talking about?
I don't know. I don't really know what I'm doing.
I like my steak. I like my steak good.
Medium.
That's
enough.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's what I like.
I understand. Oh, Miami Heat, they are about to get it going. Detroit Pistons, Alejandro Solana going to have your preheat for you in just a couple of minutes. Tommy Tighe going to have the pregame. Then you're going to have Jason Jackson on the call. And then you're going to have Tommy Tighe and Alejandro Solana on the postgame. A little St. Patrick's Day action if you have some time. Come on up to Duffy's and Plantation. Vlad and I will both be out there. I'm going to try to play some music, try to drink some beer. Vlad definitely going to drink some beer and have a good time. Should be a wild ride.
It's going to be fun.
Today's been a wild ride for me.
Yeah, you definitely need water and rest.
Yeah. So I'm trying to think. I don't even know when I think I'm back tomorrow. I think I'm gonna do a little day at night. Vlad, do you know your schedule when you're
I'll be filling in. Tobin's out this week, so I'll be filling in for Marcos, who'll be filling in for Tobin. So I'll be producing the Tobin Leroy show tomorrow, starting at 10 a.m.
all week.
4 out of 5 days. I'm not doing Thursday because I got Panthers on Thursday.
Cool. And then we'll be back next weekend.
Are we? For a short show on Saturday.
Okay.
It's same thing like it this past Saturday. The Inter Miami's playing at 2 p.m. Saturday afternoon. And then I think we are on a 4-hour and 45-minute extravaganza because we'll be leading into the Heat Cavaliers game.
Okay. Well, I will lift weights and drink milk and get totally hydrated and very healthy for that, and it should be really good. So off the Duffy's we go, Vlad, correct?
Yeah, in another 2 minutes.
In another 2 minutes, Vlad and I are getting on out, going to Duffy's in Plantation. It's going to be a raucous, wild time. Got all types of college basketball on the TV. Temple, man. Speaking of those unlikely runs like NC State, Temple in the AAC championship.
FAU is in?
UAB.
I believe FAU will get in.
That's tough. I mean,
did they win their conference tournament?
No, they're in the AAC.
Yeah. All right.
So Temple or UAB are going to get that automatic bid.
FAU's done enough. Beating Arizona got them in.
So they have to take Temple or UAB, who shouldn't make the tournament, but they're going to. South Florida won the conference, and then you're going to ask for FAU to get in too? That's a lot.
And
I'm just saying it's a lot. They were a Final Four team last year, so they have that. And they beat Arizona.
they beat Arizona this year, and they were ranked throughout most of the season.
Yep. I mean, I'd love to see them in. Tickets as low as $3 for UAB and Temple today. Quite the conference championship game right there.
$3
It says so.
for good seats?
Visit seats.
For on the floor? For on the wood?
I don't know about on the wood. I say as low as $3. Okay. Well, it's been an eventful day. I got really bad cotton mouth right now, so I'm gonna go drink some water and I don't know, get my life together so I can head out to Duffy's Plantation. Vlad, always appreciate you coming in, rocking with us, doing a good time. Heat tonight, today, 3:00. Detroit Pistons. Let's get a win. A must win. A must win. You're about to hear Alejandro Solana with Preheat next. This has been Sports Day on 560 WQAM.
Later, fools.
Text WQAM on the Kendall Toyota text line at 3055.